in June of 2022, the Pokemon Company is going to release these amazing pre-made decks, the Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX deck and the Shadow Rider Calyrex League Battle deck. And what makes these different is that they are play level 3. You can see on the bottom left corner there, level 3, and they've been building up to this point, and based on what we see now, this is essentially a tournament ready deck. You're not going to win the world championships with this, but you can just buy this deck pre-built and it's pretty much good to go. You can play this with your friends, you can play this online, play this at a local tournament, and you can do all right. And I think it's amazing that these options exist, because getting the right cards to build a competitive deck, whether you're trying to buy singles at your local game store or you're trading packs for, trading codes for individual cards in PTCGO, it's a nightmare. But in these packages coming out later June 2022, we're pretty much getting a complete deck out of the box. And today I wanted to give you a preview of the Ice Rider Calyrex deck. So again, these decks aren't out yet, but I do happen to have all of the cards. Now there's one particular question. We don't quite know the status of one card, but it's not the end of the world. I'll make a note of that when we get to that point. By the way, I'm Jet from inthirdperson.com. Make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get on with this deck list here. What makes the Ice Rider deck special is that it comes with 3 copies of Ice Rider Calyrex V and Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX. And Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX is so dangerous because it has 2 killer moves. One of them being Ride of the High King for 2 colorless energy. It does 10 damage plus 30 more damage for all of the opposing Pokemon on the bench. So this can hit for upwards of 160 damage, which is pretty solid for only 2 energy. And then its big move, Max Lance, for 2 water energy, does 10 damage. Plus, you can discard up to 2 water energy, or discard 2 energy from this Pokemon, and if you do, this attack does 120 more damage for each card you've discarded this way. So if you're doing the math here, that is 250 damage. That is enough to knock out any Pokemon V in the game in one hit. Or if you do a little bit of damage here and there with something like Quick Shooting Inteleon, you can come in with the Max Lance and hit huge. So really solid attack there. And we're also getting pretty much the entire Inteleon line here. The question mark is, which Sobble are we going to get? I am using wishful thinking and hoping it is the Rapid Strike Sobble that has the Keep Calling move, which lets you search your deck for up to 3 Rapid Strike Pokemon and put them on the bench. Get basic Rapid Strike Pokemon, so just get some extra Sobbles on the board. If we don't, I personally think it's going to be the base set version of Sobble. But if we do get this one, that's great. If we don't, this is an easy upgrade. By the way, I'll give you some cards to put into an upgraded version of this deck at the end of this video. But most importantly, we're getting 4 copies of Shady Dealings Drizzile. Oh my goodness, what a stud. Drizzile is so important because it has the ability Shady Dealings, which when you evolve Sobble to Drizzile, you can grab a trainer card of your choice, which allows you to pretty much grab whatever you need at any moment in time. One of the most important cards is going to be Melanie, which allows you to attach a discard water energy to a Pokemon V and then draw 3 cards. And what this combo allows you to do is reattach to your Ice Rider Calyrex. You can hit for 250, discard both of your energy, and then on your next turn, use Melanie to attach 1 water energy, then attach a second on your own, and hit for 250 again. Absolutely monster combo. So the general strategy of the deck, if you have to hit big, is to use Melanie to keep attaching 2 energy and hit huge every turn. We're also getting 2 copies of Shady Dealings Inteleon, which is like Drizzile, but even better. You can grab 2 trainer cards from your deck and put them in your hand. And we're also getting 2 copies of Rapid Strike Inteleon, which has the ability Quick Shooting, which allows you to drop 2 damage counters on any of your opposing Pokemon on the board. So it's a nice way of sniping Pokemon that have retreated to the bench or getting some initial damage in before you swing with Max Lance. In terms of trainer cards, this is a really solid lineup of trainer cards in terms of, you know, playability. You get 3 Capacious Buckets, which allows you to get 2 water energy. Search your deck for 2 water energy and put them into your hand. A series of Pokemon search cards with Evolution Incense, Level Ball, and Quick Ball. We've also got 2 switches, just in case you need to move Pokemon from the active to the bench. 3 Boss's Orders, so that you can swap your opponent's active Pokemon with one on the bench. In case they try to run away, you say, nope, come back here, and then you knock them out. Or you can use it defensively to drag a heavy Pokemon or one without any energy to give yourself more time to set up. 2 Marnies, which is a great draw support card. Professor's Research, another great draw support card. Air Balloons again, just to help you with your mobility a little bit. And then Path to the Peak is a really interesting inclusion here. We're getting 4 copies of it, and this is an incredibly powerful card. It is a stadium that turns off all abilities for rule box Pokemon. This is going to shut down stuff like Genesect and Shadow Rider Calyrex, Zacian, Arceus V-Star. So many decks in the meta are rule box Pokemon with abilities, and this just shuts them right off. And you know what? It doesn't matter for you, because Ice Rider, Calyrex, and none of your Pokemon are rule box Pokemon with abilities. So fantastic stuff. Definitely helps to shut them down. Oh, why did my connection get lost? Okay, hopefully we'll just jump back in. We're gonna keep rolling. I'm doing this in one take. And the one last thing, if I remember this correctly, is that the deck comes with 9 water energy. If you've played with a pre-made deck before, you'll notice that oftentimes these pre-made decks come with 20 energy, and you're like, wait, how does this work with only you only need 9? And at the end of the video, I'll show you a version that actually has even less energy, and it's fine. You're gonna be okay. So let's go and get into some matches right now. Off the top, I wanted to say thank you for watching this video. If you made it this far, I mean, if you watched it at all, thank you. We lost the coin flip. That's unfortunate. But normally I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Inther. I have a button for that. Where did I put the button for that? I normally don't hit it because I'm usually on Twitch when I hit this button. There it is. There's the thing. I'm usually on Twitch, and we do these videos live most of the time. I take highlights from the stream and I cut them to be these deck videos. However, I wanted to take a second crack at this particular deck, and this is not a bad setup here. We do get 2 Sobbles ready. We've got the Drizzile, we have the Professor's Research, and I'm not quite sure what we're playing against here. Are we up against kind of hard? Are we? I don't think we're up against an Obstagoon deck, because why would they use the Minccino otherwise? They have unfortunately had a tough start here. We could Professor's Research to get more cards. I kind of like where we are right now. We will have enough to land Max Lance if we have to, but I don't think we will. So we will stay. We've got the second energy ready to go. We've got Drizzile, which will help us evolve up to Ice Rider. And let's see what they do from here. So yeah, normally I am doing these videos like I'm doing essentially doing the recording live on Twitch. Okay, I think I know what we're up against. I think we're up against some sort of control deck. If we see like a Zorua or Zoroark, that should give us pause here, but we'll stick with it and see what happens. Yeah, I usually go into each stream with a game plan of 1 to 2 decks that I really want to cover, and then I take the opening bit where I talk about the deck, and then talk about then I play a bunch of matches and we keep the best ones. So if you're interested in keeping up with me there, that is the best place. I guess you'll get the videos after the fact on YouTube as well, but if you want to watch it live, if you've got any sort of questions about the Pokemon TCG that I might be able to help answer for you, the Twitch channel is definitely the place to go where I can help you out with that. Okay, this is a very good here. We will get a Riot. We will get an Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX. And put the second energy on 3069. We're going to unfortunately have to do a max lance here, which I don't like. However, we can set ourselves up for later. I generally don't like to do this, where you preemptively get the cards that you need, but I will do it in this specific instance. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to knock out the Snorlax, so let's go for it and see what happens. We're gonna need to get lucky and get an energy on the second go round, or get a Drizzile, or a level, like anything to evolve up would be great. This is still, even so, I don't think that our opponent here is in a particularly good spot. Let's see what cards they've discarded. They have a Zapdos in there. Are we playing like a Lucario deck or something? Like some sort of dark box? I don't know. We see dark energy, we see fighting. I feel like if it was... dark and fighting is a very popular combination right now. You kind of hit Arceus for weakness, you hit Mew for weakness. But I don't know what we're up against here. So this is, even if we don't land the second energy here, they don't really have anything going on, which is unfortunate for them. And we lucked out pretty hard here. This is going to do enough damage. We don't have to discard. We'll just use Ride of the High King, knock out this Zigzagoon, and we do draw an Inteleon, which will give us 2 trainer cards a little down the road. So far, this match has been pretty uneventful. I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, and hopefully the other shoe drops. I wonder if we're gonna see like a Galarian Moltres come in at the end and hit for a billion damage. I'm starting to think it's an Obstagoon deck. Really starting to think it's an Obstagoon deck. Though they haven't, like, I don't see any rare candy. I don't see... Nevertheless, if looking at this board state, they have pulled out Galarian Zigzagoon multiple times. Oh, here we go. Here's a Galarian Zapdos. What are we setting up for here? I don't know. Yeah, what am I more scared of at this point? Am I more scared of the Zigzagoon, or am I more scared of the Zapdos that has the... I guess I should be more scared of the Zapdos at this point if it's about to punch me. I don't even know what this attack does. If you do, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen this combo before. Okay, they're saving up all their dark energy, putting it back in the deck. What? I am fearful that we're going to eat a surprise Moltres at some point in this match, which does give me pause. Let's see how they play it, though. Are they going to discard all the energy? Yeah. Okay. Now what's the play? I think I want to switch this out and get the... go back in and knock something out. I know I didn't explain that particularly well. Let's go get an air balloon and a Melanie, I guess? Unless I'm trying to hit the Zigzagoon. I don't know if I am, because the Zigzagoon might be the real problem here, and I don't know if that's the case just yet. I'm gonna play it a little safe here. We're gonna go with the Melanie, and we should have what we need to combo into... We'll retreat, get Ice Rider back, and then get an energy on this Melanie. Oh, yes. or get on that second Ice Rider, and we do have a second Ice Rider online. I'm going to hold on to that Evolution Incense. I don't... Okay, 30, 60, 90, 100. Unfortunately, we're going to have to discard an energy here to knock out this Zapdos. But we do have Melanie online, and we do have an Evolution Incense, which does give us the opportunity to get any other trainer cards that we need. And we are sitting on a boss here. This is kind of an ideal state for whatever weird deck we are up against right now. I still feel like there will be a screaming Galarian Moltres that is going to come out of the woodwork and just blast us. And I think if that's the case, I want to get this Inteleon ready to attack. Ooh, it's a Sirfetch'd deck. Huh, they've taken their sweet time to get Galarian Sirfetch'd on the board and just don't now. Oh, yep, here comes the Moltres. No. Okay, definitely gonna need to watch out for the potential comeback factor here. Because it is a sneaky combination of pivoting that allows this Galarian Sirfetch'd to hit for a lot of damage in one go. Right? And they will get the 2 energy and hit for 200. It's not going to be enough. Thankfully, our Ice Rider is pretty tanky in this regard. And nevertheless, I'm going to want to... Ooh, I wonder if they're going to try and take this out. Yeah, they've played a lot of Zigzagoon in this deck. I still don't think it's enough. They're still 30 short. And we're okay with that. Okay, well, how much energy is in the discard? There's 1 in the discard, and we're going to use Melanie for that. And we did get another one, and ooh, this is great. We will use Path to the Peak, which is going to shut down Resolute Spear, which is once during your turn, when this Pokemon moves from your bench to the active spot, you may move any amount of energy, any amount of fighting energy from your other Pokemon to it. And that's where the Zapdos comes in, and we will be shutting that opportunity down. And we will max Lance and discard both for the two prizes. And I think we're sitting pretty... Like, we've got the Evolution Incense. We can go with the Ice Rider here. We can attack with Inteleon instead. And I think they're stuck. They do get the Path to the Peak out, which is unfortunate for us. But they're sitting in a bad spot right now. They just unfortunately aren't in a position to... I don't think... Yeah, they're not in a position to take 5 prizes this turn. And, like, this Galarian Sirfetch'd deck is not bad. If you watch... Oh, yeah, okay. Here comes the surprise... I knew this was coming. So they're going to set up to get 3 energy, 2 dark energy, and then 1 other energy. Galarian Moltres, when it hits the board, has Malevolent Charge, which allows you to put up to 2 dark energy on it when you play it to the board. Then you just attach the 3rd fighting, and all of a sudden this is going to hit for 1 billion damage, and I'm okay with that. 120, this will knock it out, no problem. So unfortunately for them, they got the Galarian Moltres online a little too late. And I would expect them to concede here before we can attack with Inteleon. But this is where Inteleon becomes handy, where you can take a cheeky KO with this and then force them to have to boss something up in order to knock out. And I know we would get the win, but just to set it up, you could force them, if you attack with Inteleon in the middle or somewhere along the way, you can force them to take 7 prizes. And the extra little snipe damage is not bad either. And that should be game. GG's. All right, that was pretty good. I think that our opponent there had kind of a slow start, which was unfortunate for them, but that kind of showed the power of the Ice Rider deck, being able to hit without discarding energy, being able to hit while discarding energy, being able to combo Melanie into having consistent attacks. And even if we were fighting some smaller Pokemon, like small-ish Pokemon up front, and we did have to discard, we did have the Melanies online to keep attaching and keep attacking at whatever damage level we needed. And when Galarian Sirfetch'd came in with that big swing, we were able to tank through it and knock them out in one hit, which is something they couldn't do to us. And then at the end there, we got the secondary Inteleon with Shady Dealings being able to attack for 120. Like if the fight had to keep going, they would have had to have taken 4 prizes to win the game in order to win. So that's kind of a great example of what this deck can do. How's your day going today? I actually have the day off of work today, which is part of why I'm making this video, because yeah, I've got a little bit of time here. Unfortunately, my wife doesn't have the day off, so I'm just kind of chilling for the day until she's available. And this is a little bit of a Turtwig deck. I think that we should be okay in this matchup. However, we also don't have a very good hand here. Having two into like a Sobble. Well, okay. This is not the worst. We might have to get rid of one of the Inteleons or the boss's orders here. Actually, if we discard, yeah, let's discard the boss. I don't think we're gonna need that right this second. It's mission critical that we get a Sobble out here, though. And yep, we will save the evolution incense for later. So a couple of routes here. We can guarantee an Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX here, or we can evolve up to evolve Drizzile and then evolve Ice Rider. And I'm not sure which way to go here. I really don't want to get rid of the Inteleons. In particular, I don't want to get rid of Shady Dealings Inteleon, because if we can hold out for one other turn, we can draw 2 trainers, draw Marnie and something else. But we'll see what we're up against here in just a sec. The Torterra deck is a new one from Brilliant Stars that has the potential to hit incredibly hard, but it is a little slow to get off the ground. And we might want to just take the guaranteed KO here. If they've got a couple benched Pokemon, we can hit for... Yeah, we can knock this out in one go. And they get to draw a bunch of extra cards with Bibarel, another new Pokemon from Brilliant Stars that is a pretty solid choice. Like, I actually like this a lot as a tech in a number of my decks. I think one of the big advantages in this matchup, if this deck likes to go with a full bench, and Ice Rider Calyrex is going to hit pretty hard. It's going to hit for up to 160 without having to discard any energy, which is great against most of this deck until they get to Torterra, at which point we're going to have to discard 2 energy, which is not ideal. And actually, I should keep that in mind once we evolve up to Inteleon here. Ooh, yes. Okay. We will get the one-hit KO on Drizzile. What do we actually want right here? I might want to knock the Turffield Stadium out actually. And yeah, let's do that. Just to stop that, like, Path to the Peak doesn't impact their deck right now, but it does stop them from easily grabbing an evolution Pokemon that would help them out. So now, we knock out the Grottle? I think it's Grottle. And we do get a second Shady Dealings Inteleon, which is great. And this allows us... Now this puts the pressure on them. They're going to need to rare candy up and get that Torterra going. They're going to need to fill the bench. They do get a Choice Belt here. This could hurt really bad. This is my concern. And I do have... I don't think their bench is wide enough to... Oh, okay, well... Yeah, I don't think they have... They definitely don't have enough evolved Pokemon to really hurt us right this second. Now, our other concern is that we only have... I think we have one more turn. Like, we can attack here. No prob. However, we really need to get something else set up because we just don't have a plan B. Like, 230 damage is absolutely insane. So yeah, we're going to get one more attack here with this Ice Rider. So it is imperative that we get a second Ice Rider online. And what's the best way to do that? If we go Quick Ball, Evolution Incense, actually, let's go. I'm gonna go Quick Ball and Professor's. All of this is a risk. All of this is a risk, right? There's no guarantee. And let's get rid of this Shady Dealings Inteleon, and we'll get the second Ice Rider online. And hopefully, we can be in a position where we can set up some Sobbles and some other stuff here to be able to get a second attack going. Ooh, actually, would setting up a Inteleon here work in our favor? That might be... no. Okay. I'm thinking through it. What is the... Let's go with the Inteleon here as the second attacker. And we're going to have to max Lance and hit for everything here. Torterra is a beefy single prizer at 150 or 190, I think. We do get the Drizzile. Great. So I would expect between... Oh, they have 3 evolved Pokemon. So this is still going to hurt really hard. Evo Press, this attack does 50 damage for each of your evolution Pokemon in play. So this will hit for 150 times... Oh, no. Or plus the 30 from the Choice Belt. This is going to hit for 180. And we got the win! GG. Oh, that was close. That was close. That was close. All right, those were a couple of matches to kind of give you a sense of how Ice Rider Calyrex works and how to play it. I hope you enjoyed the matches, and I wanted to take these last few minutes to talk about ways of upgrading the deck. Now, by the time the Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX deck actually hits stores, there's going to be a new major set that is out called Astral Radiance, which may impact the way that you build the deck going forward. So right now, take all of these recommendations with a grain of salt, because there will be new cards and you might want to make differences. However, some easy recommends here, regardless of what set is out at that point. You will want to add a 4th Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX here. So going with a 4-3 line of Ice Rider Calyrex V just helps to get you set up a little better, and especially in case you prize one. Really, you're only going to need 2 in a game, but you kind of want the consistency to be able to make sure you get an Ice Rider Calyrex V set up as soon as you can. You don't necessarily need a 4th VMAX. Most of the time you'll be fighting with at most 2 VMAX Pokemon because they lose 3 prizes anyway. Some other adjustments here: you don't necessarily need 2 Shady Dealings Inteleons. You can get away with 1. Some of the other potential inclusions here, some people have actually made this Sobble Drizzile Inteleon line a little thinner and tried to squeeze in a Bibarel to draw extra cards. That's something to consider as well. One of the things I remember in the League Battle deck, I should have them side by side. You can probably cut Capacious Bucket down to 2, and you can cut your energy down to 7. And some of the things, and even Path to the Peak, you might want to try and skimp a little bit here and cut that down by 1. And some other techs to potentially include here include a scoop up net, which you can use to scoop up your Inteleon Pokemon, particularly Shady Dealings Inteleon, if you want to, either get in some extra evolutions if you're short on draw support cards, or if you want to get a second quick shooting Inteleon shot in, you can use Scoop Up Net to reset your Sobble line. You can also adjust certain things like I think the biggest includes I would recommend would be Choice Belt, which gives you plus 30 damage on Pokemon V, which changes the math a lot. This then allows Ice Rider Calyrex V to knock out an Arceus V-Star straight up, hitting for 280 damage. Absolutely amazing. And you might even want to throw in a Leon into your deck, which then boosts your damage even further, adding another 30 damage. So in one go, you can hit for upwards of 310, which is enough to knock out Mew VMAX in one shot. And another card that I don't think was in the League Battle deck, Raihan. It kind of works like Melanie, but it's slightly different in the sense that you will, when a Pokemon gets knocked out, you can attach an energy to a Pokemon of your choice. So this could be Ice Rider, this could be that Inteleon, and draw any card of your choice. This could be the evolution to Ice Rider, it could be the Inteleon, it could be anything you need. It could be boss, anything you need to help you finish off the combo and possibly win the game. I think you only need one of those. You're not really going to be in a situation where you're taking a ton of knockouts, so one Raihan is probably fine. All right, there is a preview of the Ice Rider League Battle deck. I will be picking up both the Ice Rider deck and the Shadow Rider deck on release day, and I'll be streaming them over on my channel over at twitch.tv/inthirdperson and demonstrating both of the decks as is, as well as ways to upgrade both. And if you're looking for some other stuff to watch, I am also, I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and all that, posting content all the time at inthirdperson. And of course, check out my website, inthirdperson.com, for more articles and videos on video games, board games, and other nerdy pursuits. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.